The recent attack by M23 rebels on villages near Shanzu and Runyoni in Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo forced hundreds to flee into Uganda. Also, unrest in South Sudan over the years has caused a huge influx of refugees into the country. State Minister for Relief, Disaster Preparedness and Refugees, Esther Anyakun, says at least 30,000 new refugees have been registered in recent days, which means more resources like food, shelter, medical aid, and education to cater for their welfare. Today, the Office of the Prime Minister and stakeholders met in Kampala to discuss the Comprehensive Refugee Response Framework, with the main agenda being resource mobilization and addressing environmental issues related to refugees.
These countries have to do resource mobilization, and this money has to be sent for the response in Uganda. They should not take advantage of our open door policy.
Anyakun said countries with protracted conflicts that force their people to flee into Uganda should mobilize resources to look after them.
It is their responsibility also to curb up the issue of insecurity. How can they have their people resettle back? How can they plan to make sure that their people are protected the way Uganda is protecting its people?
Anyakun pledged to take the matter to the executive
to see how they can engage, and also the UN have committed themselves right now that they're going to also start engaging, and we see how we can have a kind of a regional engagement meeting.
According to the minister, government needs at least $20 million, which is about 72 billion shillings.
How would someone access accountability, especially from UNHCR and other agencies that are charged with the refugee program or in that line? I understand that government also commits about 70 billion shillings from the Office of the Prime Minister every year. We also understand that some of this money has been misappropriated by some officials. I want to know whether you have tried to fix those gaps before you ask for money, or if you're even cutting the coat according to the cloth.
We only track how many pledges have been fulfilled, the way the partners are also monitoring.
It is estimated that there are over 1.5 million refugees in Uganda. The government of Uganda needs about $20 million to adequately handle the current refugee crisis in the country. During the Refugee Solidarity Summit held in 2017, countries pledged up to over $400 million, and according to the Office of the Prime Minister, most of this money has so far been collected, and once it is collected, it is doled or channeled to the various refugee agencies. But it's not clear who they account to amid allegations of misuse of some of these funds. And that is something that sets in a paradoxical humanitarian puzzle. Sudhir Yarhanga, NTV, Kampala.